Happy Thursday, guys. How are you? Sitting here in my car. I was like, what should I do? How can I be productive? How can I forget that I've got to use the bathroom right now? Because I've got a flat tire and I'm waiting for roadside to show up. Thankfully, we are in a safe place. Thankfully, it's nap time. So, yeah. My son is asleep or falling asleep. And so that is what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on the good things. The good things being that he's not screaming right now. He's not freaking out that we're sitting here. I've got enough gas in my car to power the AC. And I'm just like, okay. I do have to use the bathroom though. And I need to not think about that right now. But anyways, I wanted to come on here because I was saying to myself, hey, I should go live and I should talk about autism and my fundraiser. So, hey, here I am. A little bit brighter. Okay. So, if you are joining me, I know my name says Smiley Stylist, but my name is Ebony Smiley. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am a ambassador for Stella and Dot. We are a family of brands, lifestyle brand, if you will. We have jewelry, accessories, charms, charm bracelets, personalized gifts. Oh my goodness, what else? Handbags, scarves, some clothing, and also a skincare brand that is non-toxic, good for you, and clean beauty. So if that's something you're interested in, we have got it. Pretty much have a lot that you can take care of for your upcoming Mother's Day gifts, any birthday gifts you might have on your shopping list. And I'm really excited because today is the first day of Autism Awareness, Autism Acceptance Month. And as an autism mom, I am really excited to kick off my fundraising efforts. Stella and Dot, this year we have done the best boutique for autism in support of the Holly Rod Foundation. And I'm really excited for those of you that love anything rainbows. This is actually the bag strap from the collection. I'm just gonna reach over and grab the other item I have, which is our poof. This is a great bag organizer. Right now, this poof has, I think, some jewelry in it. Yep, it's got like watches and jewelry, but other poofs that I use, I've got makeup in there, I've got tech tools in there, I've seen people use it for snacks for their kids. I mean, just you can use these poofs in so many different ways. They're great as bag organizers. So I have had folks get, at least two, one for themselves, one for another person. They're $24, so it's a great price point. It's that Saffiano texture that you might be familiar with from like a Louis Vuitton bag, so which means it's wipeable and stain resistant. And they always have like really really pretty or nice lining. So the lining on this is black and white striped. And does it have a message on it? Yeah, it says your adventure awaits. So these are also, just a little, you can see it. There's a note right there. So anyways, those are just two items in the boutique. I've been sharing about it in stories, mostly on Facebook and in my VIP group, but I haven't shown anything on the grid yet. I will. But like I said, I'm sitting here waiting for roadside because I've got a flat tire. I think that's a sign. Well, that's like my third flat tire in a year. So I definitely think it's time to get new tires. It's an expense. Adulting, it's a scam. So there's also some earrings. There's a bracelet, a friendship bracelet. There is a slider charm bracelet band. I'm going to show you last year's bracelet. So just know this is last year's bracelet, not this year's bracelet. But there is a similar band in this year's collection. It's green and navy, so it's reversible. It's green on one side and then navy on the other. It's leather, so you can get it engraved. And then there is a slider charm that's in a rainbow pattern. It's silver with more round stones than these square stones. Anyways, so there's that. And then our lavish body butter from our non-toxic skincare brand Ever is also a part of the Autism collection. And that is some of the best body butter I've ever used. I'm not going to point you in that direction, and just because I sell it, it is really, really good. Like, I normally have only one, but right now I've got a backup, so I've been a lot more generous with it, because for $42, that's a pricey price tag for some lotion. But it's got all the butters, it's super moisturizing, and it actually helps to transform and change the texture of your skin. So I've seen some really great before and afters, people that have used it to minimize the appearance of like stretch marks and scars. It's a really great body butter, and it's won an Allure Best of Beauty, which, if you're familiar at all with Allure magazine and their Best of Beauty awards, it's like the Good Housekeeping seal for skincare and body care. So anyways, I want to just come here and share that really briefly, that message that my fundraiser is live and ready to go. I will drop a link to take you directly to that fundraiser if you are curious to check out the collection. But my fundraiser is going to be actually more than just the autism collection, because we fully expect items to sell out, right? So once they sell out, we've done our part, which is awesome. And 20% of net proceeds from the autism collection are going to the Holly Rod Foundation, which is an organization that helps support families of autistic children and autistic adults, transitioning into, their adulthood, and providing services and programs and tech tools and all that. But for me, I want to make a big impact this year. With it being our second Autism Month as part of the community. And I am announcing that I would like to personally cut a check for $1,000 to donate to an organization called The Color of Autism. The Color of Autism is another nonprofit, and they provide services and programs at either minimal or no charge for parents and families that are for Black and Brown parents and families in the autism community. They have a signature program where it's a 6-week program teaching parents how to be better advocates for their children. Because if you yourself are a part of this community, or you have a children with special needs, or at all connected to that world, you are probably familiar with the fact that it is really challenging to find services and programs, or it's really challenging to find the information like readily available. I was having a conversation with another autism mom who I met online, where we have a mutual connection, and she has older kids, and she was explaining to me, how her experience was a little bit similar to mine, where you get the diagnosis, you get the assessment, they hand you a bunch of prescriptions, they hand you like a stack of papers with all these service providers in it, and it's like no guidance. Like, there's no like roadmap on, okay, what's the next step? Like, what do you do next? Or even it hit me, I said, they don't refer you to a grief counselor. Like, they don't say, hey, I know this is really hard. You might want to talk to somebody. Here's a referral for therapy or something. Like, that I think is very needed for all parents. But even as a Black mom, I'm going to say, oh, you're awake? Within our community, this is still something that people don't talk a lot about. And I think there's even a little bit of a stigma around having our kids be labeled, But I believe that by identifying what the challenges are, identifying what is going on with your child, and knowing is so much better than not knowing, right? Because when you don't know, you're just looking around like, well, what's going on? What's wrong? And, I myself, I posted about 5 days ago a post about our autism story to date. And I went through a grieving period. And I think with grief, it can be an ongoing thing. My son sees somebody with a dinosaur backpack. And so, I don't know all the levels and stages of grief, but I have either gone through all of them, or I'm still going through them. And I'm taking action, and he's getting therapy, and he's improving, and he's learning, and he's surprising so many people. There's the cutest story today from his behavior tech telling me that one of his friends at the therapy center, that I think they were in the gym, he like fell and hurt himself. And my son, he said to him, "Come here, baby." And he like held him and like soothed him. And she was telling me, she's like, he doesn't hear that here. And so it's like, well, he's learning from me. I do try to comfort him when he hurts himself. I say, uh-oh. But, I didn't bring a tear to my eye, and I'm not going to cry on this now, but it's just, it's just reminding me, they're always watching, they're paying attention, and our kids are special. All kids are special. But, a lot of people that are not aware of what's going on or what autism looks like or what it means, they have this perception and this assumption, and I think that's why there might be a stigma within the Black community around autism or any type of special needs diagnosis. But as I'm sitting here, again, waiting for roadside, all these things are going on in my head. And the primary thing is I really want to make a big impact this month in support of 2 amazing organizations. And so with my fundraiser, anything from my site, when you buy anything, if it's from the Autism Boutique or other, we have 14 karat gold diamond necklaces. Mother's Day is coming up. We have some really wonderful personalized and engraved options. Teachers Appreciation is coming up next month. Administrative Assistance Day is coming up. Father's Day is down the road, but hey, it's coming up. Grandparents' Day is coming up. Just because gifts, if you're looking to stock up your gift closet or drawer or basket, I've got so many great options, and I would love to be of service and help you to cross off, get names on your list. If you're able to do that, right? Because I know this past year has been challenging for a lot of us. And so finances might be tight and you may not be in the market to shop. But if you are and you are able to shop small and support me and my fundraiser, I would so appreciate it, because by your support, I'm able to not only give back in this way, but I'm also able to help take care of me and my son, because this is my full-time job now as an ambassador. It's full-time, and I'm really excited about the adventure ahead with, putting more effort and time into my business. And we're kicking it off with this fundraiser. So thank you so much for watching. Fingers crossed, roadside will be here soon, and I'll be able to get on the road and head home, because I do still have to use the bathroom, and I'm hungry. Okay, bye.